What is going on, family? I am very excited to get into another song from Angelina Jordan. Today we're going to be getting into the song that she did with Scott Hoying and Pentatonics. I'm not too familiar with Pentatonics other than what I've heard kind of randomly out in the world. I have heard a handful of I think their Christmas songs, but I haven't checked out too much of their music. So I am very familiar with the fact that they are very, very talented vocalists, and they do a lot of a cappella only, everything is kind of from their voices. So I think that they're really talented that way. So it really makes a lot of sense to me why they would do a song with Angelina Jordan. But now is a great time to remind you that next Tuesday, we're going to do 10 songs from Angelina Jordan. We're going to do an Angelina Jordan only live stream, and that's probably going to start around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do have my wife's Christmas party that night, so I might be a little late, but I don't think so. I think that we should be out in plenty of time and back home for that. Your boy might be a little tipsy, though. Your boy might be a little tipsy. But we're going to have a good time, and we're going to do nothing but Angelina Jordan live stream next week. But let's go ahead and check out her song that she got into with Scott from Pentatonics.
We have another very special guest that's coming. Scott from Pentatonics. He's here tonight, and we're gonna do a song for you. That Toby actually, it's a masterpiece. All of me. Toby wrote it with John Legend, and I want to introduce Scott first, and then Toby can talk a little bit about All of Me, and then we can do this beautiful duet for you guys.
I don't necessarily, to be honest with you guys, I don't really love this song, but I am very, very excited, honestly, to hear this version of it, because if you guys have heard me say recently that one of my personal favorite things is when I love that the opposite gender does the cover. So a John Legend male vocalist does a song, and now Angelina Jordan, a female, is going to do the vocal cover. That makes me very excited to hear this, because I feel like I'm going to connect with this song probably better from this version than I do listening to the original one. For me, honestly, with the original one, it's nothing against the song. I think it's a very beautiful song, and I understand why so many people love it. I really do. To me, I think I just heard it too much. It got a little too played out for me, and so it got a little too watered down, especially here in America. So I know people, especially outside of the U.S., you probably didn't hear it everywhere you went like we did when it kind of came out, but it was, I swear to God, you really couldn't go anywhere without hearing that song. It was on commercials. It was in the grocery stores. It was every single place you went, that song was. So it kind of watered it down for me. So I didn't connect with it as much as it is a really beautiful song. But like I said, I'm very excited to hear their version of this, even though I'm not really a huge fan of the original song itself.
You're the best singer I've ever heard, I think. Please do not. You want to know how this song was written? Yeah. I can tell the story. All right, so John and I, we had done a few songs before, but one day he came into my studio and he was so excited and says, Toby, I feel like writing a love song today. I'm so in love. I need to write a song about Chrissy because I want to marry her. And he already had an idea. And the idea was, all of me loves all of you. And then he said, but I don't know what to do next. This is all I have. And then I sat at the piano and I thought of my wife and her curves and her edges. And I said, all your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. And then he said, I need to get back to the piano. So then,
I'm not going to lie to you guys, that makes me laugh so hard, to be honest with you, that the guy who came up with the black man singing the song, all your curves and all your edges, the white guy was the one who came up with that lyric. Of all the lyrics that they worked on together, the white man was the one who came up with the curves and all your edges line. I'm sorry, that's a little funny to me. I'm sorry. It's hard to kind of explain the nuance of that, I think, of why I find that so funny. But again, the fact that when a black guy and a white guy in the room, the white guy with the accent was the one who was thinking about his wife's curves and edges is a little hysterical to me.
He continued, and we were going trading places back and forth, and in a very short time we had poured our hearts out to our loved ones, and this song came to life. And we're going to sing it today.
Always been amazing though.
What would I do without your small mouth? Drawing me and kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on that beautiful mind? I'm in your magical mystery ride. And I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's on the water, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you, loves your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give all to me, I'll give all to you. You're my end and my beginning, even when I lose my way. 'Cause I give you all.
Stop playing with me, man. Oh my God, man! Again, I'm going back to like the part I said at the beginning of how I felt about this song. Right? Is I knew I was gonna like this one better. You know what I mean? Like, I've talked a few different times, and first of all, guys, any of y'all who say I pause too much, go find another reactor to listen to. I'm not a musician, and I am not a vocal coach, so I get that only vocal coaches said pause so much. But yeah, go ahead and find another reactor if you think I pause too much. This is my channel. I'm going to stand up for me today, okay? This is my channel, and if you don't like it, then go somewhere else. I like this song. I like the fact that I'm always wrong about like every like hot take that I have. Angelina Jordan is just throws that out the water, right? I say a lot of like hard things about like what I look for in music and like, what I connect to the most, and I feel like she transcends that for me personally, because like again, what I look for is like people who are like basically projecting like their own emotion out of it. You know what I mean? Where you're feeling like them kind of tell their own story in their own kind of way. And I don't take that away from this performance. What I'm taking away from this performance of the two of them singing together is just almost like two friends just in having like a wonderful, wonderful duet together. And it just sounds so great. Like I'm not hearing like all this like, emotion about them thinking about these people like that they probably do love. Like when they're singing it, like it's not coming across that way, but I don't need it. I don't need it when I'm listening to this. It's giving me a different emotion that I'm feeling from it because it's making me happy. You know what I mean? Like it's making me happy just watching and listening to this when I don't even really like this song that much. You know what I mean? Like this is definitely going to be my favorite version of this. This is make me kind of really fall in love with Homeboy from Pentatonics, like pretty damn quick, honest with you. His energy and aura, like I'm drawn to it. You know what I mean? Like I like the way that he's coming up on here supporting her. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of body language things that you can break down and just really observe about people. And what he's doing is he's not showing up like, yeah, I'm here and you guys are happy about it. You know what I mean? A lot of people do stuff like that and you could just see it. You know what I mean? Where they can't wait to have their time with the microphone so they can talk, and this guy doesn't give off any of that aura or that energy. He is there to support a friend and do this duet with her, and I think it's beautiful. I think it's great. Again, even though I don't really typically like this song or would listen to this song, this is my favorite version by far. I'm very glad that you guys asked me to do this one because again, she she breaks the rules for me. You know what I mean? She really kind of does. Like the thing I typically look for, she kind of gives me all versions of it. You know what I mean? So like, you know, even if it's what I'm looking for and she gives me the opposite effect, for some reason I'm just drawn in. You know what I mean? Like she really is special and unique that way.
How many times do I have to tell you, even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world keeps beating you down. I'm around through every moment. You're my downfall, you're my beauty, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I'm singing, ringing in my head for you. And it's all
Like the way he's smiling at her, man. Like, look at it. Like, you know, it's like there's a different like feeling and connection that you're seeing with him. Like, in the way that their chemistry works together, where he's just happy to be there with her. You know what I mean? Like he's smiling because of like how this is going. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just they're creating this magical moment, and it's cool to witness. It really is. Like I said, this if anything, this has made me a big fan of him for sure.
You're crazy and I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Loves your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. You love me, I give my all to you. You're my ending, my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me. Yeah. And you give me all of you. Give me all of you. Cards on the table, we both show it all. Risking all the ways hard. 'Cause all of me loves your curves and all.
Real quick, guys, shout out to the man who recorded this video and sang into the back of his phone too. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to the guy for not being able to hold it in and having to do it, where he was probably mad at himself later, being like, I should have done that, it ruined the recording. But like he couldn't help himself. So shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you for letting that little belt out right there.
All your edges, give your all to me. I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. I give you all of me. I'll give you all of you.
I'm letting every video in the future play to the very end. I'm not letting it happen to me again. They said they were being pretty hard on the last one, but not letting it go to the end.
You guys could sing as well.
Okay, I don't think I need to watch this part of the video. I don't think anybody's gonna get that upset if I cut this part of it out of it. I don't know what else more I could say, guys. That was again my favorite version of this song for sure. I like this one 10 times better than the John Legend version. And honestly, I could probably just listen to the two of them just harmonize for at the end when they were just kind of going all over the place and they were just doing it and just having fun. I probably just listened to that for hours. You know what I mean? It just was really cool to see this specific performance. I really did enjoy this one quite a bit. It made me connect with this song in a different way that I really probably haven't ever before. So again, it made me happy listening to it. When most of the time, as soon as I hear it, it's just like, oh boy, here we go again. I've heard this song a million times. Again, America. If you're outside of America, I can't speak for you. But in the U.S., my God, it was everywhere. It really was everywhere. But yeah, beautiful song. I thought it was great. One of my favorite things about that song was the way that they start off with the lyric of what would I do without your smart mouth? Like it's like pointing out something about that person that would typically not be like the thing that you would love about somebody. But when you accept all of somebody and you love all of somebody, you love those parts of them too. So yeah, we could get all mushy and gushy and talk about special people in our lives and like the little imperfections that they have, but that I think really kind of ties together with the overall message of the all of me loves all of you message of this song. So I think that again, just a beautiful piece of music that it's gonna last forever, guys. It really is. It's gonna be one of those ones that's gonna be around for a while because just too many people connect with it. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those songs that makes people think about the people that they love. So, and for first time in a while, it made me think about people that I love and listening to it. So, definitely appreciate the suggestion. And yeah, if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room